everyone, and now let me tell the answers of our Bible quiz about the book of uh, Mark. Not this sound. This one is better. System, and let's see. Number one, wore clothing made of camel's hair with a leather belt around his waist and ate locusts and wild honey, was preaching a baptism of repentance for the forgiveness of sins. Who is he? He is John the Baptist. His clothing um, was similar to that of Elijah. And in first chapter of the book of Mark, we see John Baptist ministry. It is important because Malachi prophesied about messenger of Christ. He did a role to introduce Jesus, make prepare a way for him that people may be ready to recognize and believe in Jesus. Right? And next, number two. Jesus said to them, "Come, follow me, and I will send you out to fish for people." They are brothers. Who are they? Andrew and Peter. They became fishers of men, where Jesus called them. In the beginning, they were just fishers, catch fish. Now, next one, number three. Jesus said to them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." All committed the sin and sinners, but some people, especially religious leaders, they have self-righteousness and would not come to Jesus. What we call the time people despised and regarded as sinners, tax collectors, and prostitutes, poor people. They came to Jesus. All need Jesus, all because all are sinners. Next one, number four. Whoever blank is my brother and sister and mother. The answer is whoever does the will of God. The will of God. What's the will of God? My idea, the will of God is to believe Jesus as a savior. Next up, with many similar blank, Jesus spoke the word to them as much as they could understand. He did not say anything to them without using a, what's the answer? Parable. Parable. And once you have a faith and hear parable, you have a deeper understanding. But without faith, can't get any meaning from it. Jesus explained the story through parables. And next, what is the number six? What is the meaning of the seed in the parable of the sower? Then this uh, parable is very important. Matthew, Mark, Luke, all uh, shared parable? So the answer is B, the words of God. Salita ng Diyos. With this, we see importance, find the chances to listen to the words of God and read the Bible. That is the beginning in seeking God to receive blessings of God. And next, 7. Where is Jesus' hometown? Jesus' hometown is Nazareth. We usually call him Jesus of Nazareth, right? In childhood, he stayed there and he became adult. He moved to, what is the place all of a sudden? Capernaum. Yeah, Capernaum. Of course, his birthplace is Bethlehem. Bethlehem. And next, according to Jesus, what defines a person? Yep, this parable also must be so important, and other gospels share this story. Some people criticize the Jesus' disciples because they do not follow the ceremonial way of their washing. It is inherited by tradition. And Jesus said, what really defile man is what came out of mind, hatred, adultery, jealousy, other sinful desire, not food. Because food enters the mouth and it came out of the body. Next, number 9. Who do people say Jesus was? Which is one is incorrect? The answer is letter C. It might be a little confused. Yeah. With this question, Jesus wanted his disciples to know him in good way, and Peter answered correctly. Are the Son of the living God. Jesus is from God and also one of the triune God, Savior, Messiah. Next, number 10. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me and for the kingdom of God will save it. This phrase must be a fit for soldiers who are going to join in battlefield. And disciples should also make such a strong resolution to risk his life for the kingdom. So we need kind of strong attitude for the kingdom. And when our faith is sincere, of course, God will give his gift, eternal life in heavenly kingdom. And of course, I'm not saying that we obtain eternal life by our endeavor or by our work. But what I mean is we have good and strong attitude following Jesus. We are saved by grace of what Jesus did. And number 11, when Jesus was transfigured, these three disciples were with him on the mountain. Who are they? They are Peter, John, James. Three are major disciples because they almost accompanied Jesus always. And 12, um, father of the boy possessed with an impure spirit said to Jesus, "But if you can do anything, take a pity on us and help us." Jesus answered, "If you can, everything is possible for one who believes." Who believes. From time to time, we see this phrase, "Nothing is impossible with the Lord." Yeah. Of any virtues. Important to have such a great faith toward Jesus. 13. Who is Jesus referring to? When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let them come to me and not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." Some children would come to Jesus, but disciples stopped them from coming to Jesus. And Jesus was indignant. And the answer is that let the children know about that. And, even we are others, but we should have a pure heart. Uh, Children always depending on uh, God and trust in Him. Next, number 14. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout, "Jesus, the son of David, have mercy on me." He was a blind man from Jericho. Who is he? Bartimaeus, right? And when this happened, it's the last year of Jesus' public ministry. Jesus was entering, Jesus was on the way to Jerusalem. And he was blind. He was waiting, shout at Jesus. Uh, so our eagerness find Jesus is important. When we call Him, He will not ignore. He will listen to our voice. Number 15, and He told to them, He said, "It's not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all nations." Yeah. And next, 16. Which commandment is the most important or according to Jesus? Yeah, some loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbors as yourself. And love God with all that we have, and loving others like ourselves. And other commandments of God, we belong to these two main commandments. These two are major ideas. Of course, loving God should be first. When we love God, know God, we will know to love others. Number 17, this person put more into the treasury than all the other. Answer is she is a poor widow. Other people who are rich, they offered a big amount of money in the temple, but Jesus said the coins of the poor widow more than others did. Because the two penny, the two coins were all that the widow have had. And as when we give offering to the Lord, important one is not the amount of money, but our heart. We really do give a offering with our best, because we the worshiping, loving Him. That intention is motivation is important. Next, 18. Truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, Washi son will also be called in memory of her. What did this woman do? She poured out very important perfume on Jesus. She gave the most precious thing she had for Jesus, and Jesus was so pleased at what she did. Number 19. He disowned Jesus 3 times. Who is he? Peter. Peter first was confident to follow Jesus to the time of wherever she might go, even place moment of death. But Jesus was caught. He completely disowned, denied Jesus. From this, we know that following Jesus, in following Jesus, our own decision, ability is not enough. When we become humble and seek God's power, we may follow Jesus. He tells the importance of prayer. Without prayer, without the help of the Spirit, can't follow the will of God. Number 20. What is the written notice of the charge against him that is put on the cross? It is the King of the Jews. And as we read the Second Kings, Jehoiachin, Jehoiachin was brought to Babylon, and king of Babylon restored his position, and we see a glimpse of hope for revival of the kingdom. After that, the story of kings south of Judah were forgotten. In the New Testament, the book of Matthew, he introduced Jesus as the King of the Jews. Of course, here the Jews is not only the Israelites, the natives born in Israel, but it means Israelites who came citizenship of God's kingdom by faith in Jesus. What I mean, we. So Jesus is the King of the Jews. All right, this is for today, and I want you to review our Bible quizzes from the book of Matthew. When we have a group Bible quiz, I will try to use mostly these questions, and I will also try to upload some video to explain the gospel. Let's continue to join it. Thank you.